So I recently attended a webinar by a friend of mine, a very intelligent and respected trainer and coach and CEO, a guy called Peter Riding. And the focus of the webinar was imposter syndrome. How actually, if you look at the data, the vast majority of managers and leaders, people like you and I, suffer from imposter syndrome. And imposter syndrome is a very complicated topic with many different variations and deviations and interpretations. But essentially, if I was to summarize it to its core, it's when we lack a sense of belief in what we do, and then we try to hide it so that other people don't find out that we're an imposter. We can hide it through being over helping, we can hide it by being over controlling, we can hide it by trying to be perfectionists, micromanaging situations, but ultimately it's a belief that we're an imposter, and if we don't manage that situation, other people will find out, and our true identity, our true lack of ability or competence will be found out. So it really comes down to your belief systems, because what happens is this is all subconscious and emotional. So when we feel like we are an imposter, it's rarely based on evidence. You know, we may be getting the feedback from others that we're good at what we do. We may be achieving the results, and we may have spreadsheet after spreadsheet of good numbers, sales figures, returns on investment, and you know, effective outcomes that we have been responsible for producing. But because imposter syndrome is at its heart an emotional, belief-based, subconscious thing, all of that doesn't matter. So ultimately, to really master is not the right word, overcome imposter syndrome, we need to get to its core. We need to understand where it came from, most likely what we were taught or introduced to as children. And then we need to work out how to reprogram those beliefs so they become more realistic, looking more from a rational perspective about what we are good at and also what we're not good at and what we still need to develop and grow. Both are healthy, right? So if you are one of those people that at any point has suffered from imposter syndrome, take heart in the fact that you're not alone, and also take heart in the fact that it's absolutely something you can do something about by contacting an executive coach or psychologist like me, or someone locally to where you are. So I'm off to remind myself that I'm not an imposter, and that even though sometimes I doubt myself or question who am I to be a leader of others, or be in the positions that I am in society and in the work I do, let's look at the evidence and find out if I've been getting the results and succeeding and growing the teams that I want to grow. How about you?